Okay. So just to give everyone a heads up, so what we're going to do, like I said, people that subscribe, paid subscribers to the Tom Numbers Show on Locals, you get at least 2 News with Tom Numbers shows, and you get all my content first. You get the exclusive. Some of the videos, like the Janine show, the full Janine show, is still available. So parts of it are on YouTube, but everything, the hot off the press, is on News with Tom Numbers on the Tom Numbers Show on Locals. You get the full President Trump video. So just a couple of weeks ago now it was. It was 2 weeks ago, almost to the day. I think it was. Yeah. Maybe 15 days ago. So I had the Zoom call that I was able to get in because I got some NFTs and I was able to be selected. Not everyone got on the call, but I did, thankfully. So that's exclusive here. It's still on Locals when you're a subscriber. And just a word on subscriptions. Okay, so we've had the date extended. We had it extended yesterday, but I still had some people telling me that they had issues either with their card or with their bank trying to purchase things, purchase their membership. So as of right now, it's October 4th. October 78 Kennedy, 4th is 88 Trump. I'm going to keep it open for you still for another 24 hours because I've had more messages from people saying they still have issues with their own personal cards getting on. 99.9% of you have been able to join successfully on Locals in your subscription. That means you've either got it for $5 a month or $50 for the year annually. And they call that grandfathering. So you're locked in. You can keep that for indefinitely for as long as you are a subscriber. When the doors close, because some people are still having issues, I'm going to keep that open for another 24 hours for you. So that will be through to tomorrow, October 5th. Tell you what, so we'll do it sort of New York, California, 88 Trump. We'll do California midnight, October 5th. So you've still got just over 24 hours and probably a third of a day. And then we'll close the doors, which means it will be $17 a month, 17's Q, or $148 for the year, which is still great value because you're getting so much content. I saw the Insider's Pass, I think, for Beyond Mystic, which do great shows. Theirs is $333 for the year. So mine will be $148 for the year, and you'll get everything first, all uncensored here on News with Tom Numbers and the Tom Numbers Show and Psych Club, all here, exclusive on Locals. So you can choose $50 a year or $148 a year. So you've still got 24 hours plus about 8 hours left. So hopefully that helps people that have problems with their cards, etc. I know Bob Porco in New York had a problem with it. So, and also Donald Strickland, you had your wages were coming in on October 3rd. You asked me to extend it on the 2nd, which I did. And you wrote me a lovely message on YouTube yesterday saying, thank you so much that you're in. So I appreciate you coming in, Donald. It's great to have you on board. Okay. What's that, Claire? But 115, there you go. 115 is 11/5, November 5th. So, and obviously you can still get your shungite. You've got your sleeping pods, helps you sleep really deeply. Your magnesium, your iodine, all that stuff. So that's the QVC part finished. So let's get into the meat of the show. All right. And also, full disclosure, I want because my loyal supporters, you'll know the trajectory of my journey, my growth, and going out into other channels, and you'll know what's happened with some of those. So that's why I've got Locals, because it's a safe haven. It's where we can do everything, and that's the point of it. So I want you to all come over, and even if you're just not just, but if you at the moment you can't do anything, still join, and you can get a lot of free content and updates, and it's effectively like joining my email list. So when anyone that enters you download the Locals app, you enter your email, create a username, and you're in. And that means you'll get all my email updates. I'm going to start doing a newsletter. I've been meaning to do that for a few weeks, but that will start to happen as well. But then subscribers, you get all of my content first. You'll get it exclusive. And these live streams, you'll see what happens. So live I will do for a few moments, 10, 15 minutes for people. And then I'll do some codes. But then when I get into the real meat of it, we have an option here. I'll click it just to subscribers, and it'll give you a countdown, I think, of a minute or two. So if anyone's watching right now, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it later, because you got in later, you're still watching it effectively. I'm going to hit the button after I've done a few decodes, and then you'll see the timer tick down. And what that does, it just gives you the option you can click, and you can still join for the $50 a year or the $5 a month. Or if you want to wait a few days, you can get in at the $17 a month or the $148 a month, a year, beg your pardon, whatever works best for you. So that's to give you full disclosure. A timer will come up and you'll see that. But if you're a subscriber, I don't even know if you'll see the button. You probably won't. But if you do and you're a subscriber, you just keep watching and your stream will continue. All right, everyone. So let's get into the meat of this. This is probably one of the most revealing download decodes I've done. I've done a lot of hot ones. They're all hot, but this is a really, really kind of global one. And I've got to thank my friend Anna Marins from Brazil. So everyone can go to Anna Marins on Telegram and subscribe and follow her. Go and follow her on WhatsApp and all of her channels. She's great. But she's the one that pointed this out to me. And the interesting thing about Anna's full name comes to 261, which is one of the important codes for Diana. Anyway, this is in the thumbnail, but you might want to take a screenshot of this. So can everybody see that clearly? So it's People magazine, and it says, a guy for die. A guy for die. Now, I've been saying there's a big connection between Diana and November 5th next year. And here in England, we have Penny for the Guy. We have November 5th. Remember the 5th of November. The whole thing with Guy Fawkes, but they put it there. Guy Fawkes. Look, Guy. A guy for die. Now you wait till this gets going. You look at how potent this is. So, are you ready, people? Here we go. So people in numbers is 69, which is also checkmate. It's also financial. It's also wealth. But it's checkmate. It's the end of the game. Okay. A guy. Guy is 53, which is wheel. It makes me think of Wheel of Fortune. It's also the word COVID. So I can say that because everyone can say that now online. But a guy is 54. 54 is love. It's orbs. Queen of Hearts is 154, and that's one of the names that Diana was. There you go, V for the Vendetta, Claire. Yeah. Thank you. I do have a pure heart. Pure heart is, or the pure is 93 Bushnell. Flotus 93. You have a pure heart as well, Claire. You're a warrior, a warrioress. You're a Xena, a warrior princess. So thank you. I think I just saw an orb there, but it was just there. It's by the couch. Anyway, so 54 is love. 54 is orbs. So that's maybe why I just got that. I don't know if you've seen any behind me. We used to get them in the old place a lot. Had some on the show with Janine the other day. Janine is 53 actually. Laura's 53. Anyway, so people, and then a guy for die. 4 is 39, which is 10, which is a loud, clear signal. 39 is angel, and Princess Diana definitely was and is an angel. 39 is also Big Ben. Big Ben is right next to Parliament. Big Ben was all part of the gunpowder plot, many hundreds of years ago. And die is 13. DI, 13. So, a guy for die. So 4 die comes to 52, which is heart. Again, it's a reference to Queen of Hearts. Hearts is 71, which is Psych, which is smart, which is Lady Diana 71. But in this instance, 4 die is 52. That comes to, so a guy for die comes to 106, which comes to red pilling. Now, guess what? This is everyone. Okay. So we'll put the afterburners on for the subscribers. Okay. So you'll get a minute. So the clock is ticking on that. So this is the content that you'll get for subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, that's all right. You're still going to get some more codes for the next minute or so. But do click it. Give it a go. It'd be great to have you on board because I'm going to really hit it hard. So let's look at the picture again. People, a guy for die. See, that's the main headline, yeah? That comes to 175 in numbers, which comes to Diana Frances Spencer. Look, people, a guy for die. It comes to 175, which is Diana Frances Spencer. 175. It also comes to consciousness. It also comes to Millennium Wheel, which is just across the water from Big Ben. Big Ben is technically Elizabeth Tower, which is 169, which is the Great Awakening, which is Trump Tower, which is Thomas Bushnell, which is Robert Zemeckis, the director of Back to the Future. They're playing with us here. Now wait till you see the connection between Dodi and JFK Jr. Look at them, they put them all here. And this is also a week before Diana passes. She passes August 31st, 1997. This coming out, the date of this is August 25th, 1997. August 25th in full numbers is 245, Thomas Sidney Bushnell, The Pure Love of Christ. Currency revaluation. Okay, those that are still with me, subscribers, it's great to have you here. And thank you for the new subscribers coming on board. Okay, let's go into this code further. So, Dodi is 32, which is life. Al, 13. Al is 13, which is die. And then Fayed is 41, which is king. Which is TSB, which is USA, which is coin, which is alien, which is good. Dodi Al Fayed comes to 86, which is pyramid, which is the word 19. It's Highlander. And I did the show with Janine just last week, and I said, was there a pyramid below Westminster? And she said, well, if there was, they've probably changed it now. But it's been coming to me that I think there's some kind of pyramid there, or was. But Al Fayed, Dodi Al Fayed is 86. Anyway, if you add these together, so if you do a guy for die plus Dodi Al Fayed, it comes to 192, which comes to Ivanka Marie Trump. It comes to Governor's Island, and Governor's Island famously had that visual with Steve Bannon and the guy from the Chinese Republic. They were looking at Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty is 198. The Statue of Liberty is the calm before the storm. Statue of Liberty is 198, is calm before the storm. Calm is 29, Diana. So calm before the storm is also Diana before the storm. So maybe we'll get the storm after Diana comes back. That kind of makes sense. What do you think, everybody? Put your comments in below. Okay, but if you do the full version of this, if you do people, a guy for die plus Dodi Al Fayed, that comes to 261. So look at the visuals on this. Ready? Okay, so people, a guy for die, Dodi Al Fayed, so 175 plus Dodi Al Fayed, 86. That comes to, guess what it comes to? It comes to 261. 261 comes to Mission Impossible Mask. It comes to the Project Looking Glass. It comes to the United States of America. It comes to John Fitzgerald Kennedy, Jr. It comes to is John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Okay. It also comes to August 29th. When you spell it August 29th, August 29th in Terminator 2 comes to 261. For JFK back in 63, November 22nd comes to 261. When Diana passed in 1997, August 31st comes to 261. They're telling us. The question is, who's telling us? Right now it's 233. It's out. It's 8:33. It's 20:33. Drop the zeros. 2:33. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. That's a nice piece on there. That's you can probably just see it out there. Look, 2033. They're telling us. What are they telling us? White Hat's in control. They've been in control for a long time, I believe, and they've had to let things play out to be able to show people what was going on. And maybe back then there were, the other forces as well. I'm sure there probably was. Lost you. Stick with me. You'll get it. But back then the plan was in operation. It's been in operation for a long time. Now, here we go. Look at this. Okay. Also, Houses of Parliament mask is 261. Who famously... Okay, let's do the connection. So there's the reference to Guy Fawkes there. Guy Fawkes, many hundreds of years ago, was the whole thing of the gunpowder plot with Parliament. And then there's that film, which you've mentioned, Claire, about V for Vendetta. So V is 22 in numbers. 22, November 22nd for JFK. 22 is MAGA. And V is also a 5, isn't it, in Roman numerals? 5. What 5? November 5th. But V for Vendetta. So famously, he's got this kind of mask, this Anon mask. So Houses of Parliament mask is 261. Okay. Let's look at this further. So the way that this is written, can you see the date? It says August 25. August is 89, which is actually winter, which is summer, which is virus, which is palladium. We're watching a big show. We're watching a big play. So 25 is Jack, actually, Jack Kennedy. There's other important Jacks on the board. But August 25 comes to 114, which comes to trump card, which comes to frequency, comes to history. It also comes to JFK Jr. JFK Jr. comes to 114, which is trump card, which is August 25. And he just so happens to be on the front of this magazine. What an interesting thing to tie Dodi Al-Fayed, Princess Diana, and JFK Jr. all together a week before Diana and Dodi go. What are they telling us? So get this. 114, trump card. It also comes to Dodi Al-Fayed is. Look. Look at the codes. There you go. So Dodi Al-Fayed 86 plus the word is comes to 114, which comes to JFK Jr. Jr. is 87, which is truth, which is stellar, which is justice. It comes to JFK truth. It comes to truth code. It comes to JFK Jr. Dodi Al-Fayed is 114. This has all been planned. This has all been put out there. Okay, so how about this then? Okay, so you do August 25th, and then it's got 1997. So the way I look at that is phonetically say 19 and 97. So 19 plus 97. Remember, the word 19 is 86. When you spell it out fully, comes to pyramid, comes to Dodi Al-Fayed. But then 97 is actually Kennedy's plural. But you add those together. And that comes to 116, which is country, which is glorious. Comes to Letitia as well. But then if you do August 25 plus 16, so 114 trump card, keystone, frequency, history, JFK Jr., add 19 plus the 97, the 116, takes you to 230. The length of the movie Tenet, Christopher Nolan's film, is 2 hours, 30 minutes. But 230 comes to 175, which is Diana Frances Spencer, which is consciousness, which is people, a guy for Diana, plus Dodi Alpha. Sorry, people, a guy for Diana comes to 175. But then you're left with this figure of 55. 55 is JFK Jr. 55 is Melania. Now look at this. They've said JFK Jr. That's how they've labelled him. That's how they've named him. There's many ways to say JFK Jr. with all the different variations of his name. But this one, they've done JFK Jr., which comes to 55. 55 also comes to heaven. It comes to allow clear signal, 55. And it also comes to, I guess Mayday could be part of that, Mayday, 55. But Mayday, yeah. But we're talking of the November part, which is next year's election. But JFK Jr., 55 plus 175, a guy for people, a guy for die plus Dodi Al-Fayed. A guy for die, 175, Diana Frances Spencer plus JFK Jr., 55, comes to that figure of 230. And 230 is August 25th plus the 19 plus the 97. So that's all been coded. It's like they knew. So who knew? The question is, who knew? Is it the dark hats or the white hats? I suspect white hats. I think they beat them to it. Trump card. They trumped them. Because trump card, top trumps is 158. Remember. Okay. Let's look at this. So there's a phrase, isn't there? Do you remember? People in England will remember this. So we've got Halloween. Halloween's very big in America, probably bigger than here. But we've also got Guy Fawkes Day, which is November 5th. And you'd have the bonfire and you'd have the mask on the guy to commemorate Guy Fawkes. But Guy Fawkes, Guy is 53, and it's labelled right there. And Fawkes is 65, which is stay, which is doves. But Guy Fawkes comes to 118, which comes to the storm. It's my cousin Paul's first code. It's his date of birth, 118, January 18th. It's the first number code I got in New York when I'm just a day or two after I met Ivanka, going back and forth between Statue of Liberty and Staten Island the other night after. But yeah, 118, the storm, the awakening. And then let's look at this. So this is interesting. By George. So by George, you'll see the code in the top of the magazine. By George is 84. It has a comma. That takes you to 129. That takes you to Diana reversal, or Diana the exchanger, which is what happened. And you've got JFK Jr. starts a family feud. So there's a few ways to look at that. But one of them, if you just do this, if you do by George, JFK Jr. starts a family feud, that comes to 339. 339 comes to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Close Encounters comes to 118, which comes to President Kennedy. 118 comes to Show Me the Money. 118 comes to Jesus of Nazareth. 118 comes to the coronavirus. Why did the coronavirus descend upon the world? Why were we told it continually? Because of, we know what went on, but it descended upon the earth. So there were different codes, good and bad, depending on your consciousness, depending on your soul contract, your mission here. You understood what those were. But 339 is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. 339 comes to on 310. Next year, the election of all elections, the Corning election made sure, 246. Diana, the Princess of Wales, 246. In the twinkling of an eye, 246. Westminster Abbey, 200. Like a Thief in the Night, 200. A Penny for the Guy, 200. Mount Rushmore, 200. Below that is Keystone 114, JFK Jr. 114, Trump Card 114. The 310th day of the year next year on the leap year. Leap is 34 DJT. Grace is 34 DJT. On the leap year, November 5th is the 310th day of the year. 310 comes to the quantum financial system. 310 comes to the creature from Jekyll Island. That's the reverse of the quantum financial system. They both know the numbers. 310 to Yuma. President Trump kept going down to the wall in Yuma. Why? He's done that so many times. Why has there been a film made of 310 to Yuma? Because it's a code. It's telling us. 310 is Malachi 310, the windows of heaven. Jasara and Asara. Windows is quantum. Windows is trumps. Windows is currency. Windows is atonement. They're all 107. Military 107. Windows. Windows of heaven. Windows or quantum or military of JFK Jr. 310. So on 310. On is 29, August, AUG, August 29. But 29 is Diana. So it says here, in this code here that we've got with JFK Jr. up in the top corner, it says, by George, JFK Jr. starts a family feud. Look, there we go. I'm going to zoom in on this for you. By George, JFK Jr. starts a family feud. That comes to 339, which comes to 310, leaves you with the remaining number, the remainder comes to 29, and 29 is who? It's calm. It's Diana, 310. So it's telling you 310. Ashley, hey Ashley. 310. Telling you 310. By George, JFK Jr. starts a family feud. 339. Close Encounters of the Third Kind comes to Diana, 310. 29, Diana, 310. Calm, 310. It's there. Now, in case you haven't picked it up, let's go for a quantum leap. Quantum leap is 141. Reincarnation 141. Tom Bushnell 141. Looking Glass 141. Let's go into this a bit more. So why are they showing us these three people together? Okay. Diana and Dodi came off the board August 31st, 1997. Terminator 2, Arnold Schwarzenegger says Judgment Day, which is 129 before it got changed with the Mandela effect, is 129. Goes to 124 when you take the E off, which goes to gigawatts, which goes to compassion, goes to New Jersey. You've got the New Yorker, Trump New Yorker, Bedminster, the golf course, where John DeLorean car, the time machine, Back to the Future. Trump owns that property. There are no coincidences. It's all there in plain sight if people want to, sort out the coronavirus puzzle. Coronavirus puzzle. Here we go. Ready? 261. People a guy for die. Plus Dodi Al-Fayed, 261. The coronavirus puzzle. It's telling you right there. The coronavirus puzzle 261, which is Mission Impossible Mask, Mission Impossible Anon. They're telling you. They have to tell you. Both sides have to tell you. It's all part of the agreement of coming to Earth. So, who's who here? It was brought to my attention. I was led to it. Anna, who comes at 261 as well, she pointed this out, and she led me to it, and I picked up the pieces. So the numbers in this are showing that JFK Jr. is Dodi Al-Fayed. That's it. That's the reveal. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Now, I do believe that Diana is sometimes Melania and vice versa, because Diana Spencer Trump comes to 197, which comes to Every Last Secret, which comes to November, the 5th of November. But Dodi could be just individual as Dodi, but he was sometimes being JFK Jr. And then a year later, or a year and a half later, JFK Jr. has gone off the board. Was he? Yeah, he was 19. Yeah, a year and a half or so. No, less than 2 years later, 1999, July 16th. So who's who? This is a great Mission Impossible game. This is what this is. They're telling us. They're telling us because August 25 comes to 114, which comes to Trump card. 114 comes to Dodi Al-Fayed is 114, which comes to JFK Jr. when you spell out Junior fully, 87 Jr. plus JFK. 114. That's what it is. They're telling us. Even look at the chins. Look at Dodi's chin. So his father was friends with Michael Jackson. There's pictures of Diana with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, his birthday is August 29th, which comes to 261. And Dodi's father, who's just gone recently, was he age 88? I can't remember. Might have been. Did it the other day. But the statue, he had a statue of Michael Jackson, not like a plastic statue, like a coloured statue. It wasn't like metal. Might have been metal underneath, but it was plastic. Had it outside Fulham football ground. Fulham was Dodi's, Al-Fayed's purchase. He owned Harrods. Dodi Al-Fayed, his father, Mohammed Al-Fayed, was friends with Michael Jackson, whose date of birth was 261, August 29. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's right there. They have to tell you. They have to tell you what's coming. So, yeah, it's amazing. There'll be other codes, I think, that come on this as I go through all this. But that's what's going on. That's the beauty of this. Okay, how about this for some numbers? The resurrection of Princess Diana comes to 351. 351 is A plus B plus C, 1, 2, 3, all the way through to 26. They come up to 351. God communicates through numbers. Yeah. Okay, get this. John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr., 320, comes to Dodi Al-Fayed, 86, plus Q, 17, plus Lady Diana Frances Spencer, 217, which is Mission Impossible, which is Houses of Parliament, which is Tom Sidney Bushnell. All of that comes to 320. 320 comes to the Liberty Enlightening the World. What's the Liberty Enlightening the World? That's the Statue of Liberty. People go on about the Statue of Liberty. Okay, historically, whatever it was, right now it's a beacon of hope. It's been swapped because 198, Statue of Liberty, comes to President Trump. It comes to the resurrection. President Trump has spoken deliberately on television in front of people talking about the resurrection. Who are some of the first people that are going to come back? Diana, JFK Jr., Michael Jackson, George Michael, Dodi Al-Fayed, David Bowie, Prince, and so many others. So many others. It's biblical, everybody. This is what's happening. It's coming. It's coming, and it's just the beginning, really. I mean, we're being prepped for it, but just think about this. When we get to the beginning of the storm, November 5th, you're going to get the reveal. Everything that we've been hoping for is going to happen, but then the whole world will continue to piece together and do the things we've gone through because it will be more obvious. There'll be more truth made available. And remember, 339 is Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which comes to on 310, and 310 is next year's election. So anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for coming on today's live stream. I'll see you soon. Thank you for all your support. Much love. God bless. Oh, that looks like an interesting photograph. We have been prepped, Claire, for sure we have. Yes. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you. I'll probably do another one of these later in the week. And going forward, we'll be doing 2 shows like this with News with Tom Numbers a week. So if you haven't already done so, do become a subscriber. And I will see you on the inside very soon. Thanks, everyone. Much love. God bless. If you want to sleep better, get your Orgonite, your sleeping pods. There's garden pods as well. Helps you with your plants and your fruits and vegetables. Get some plumper, more juicy, riper, thicker, longer, taller, broader, all of that stuff. Thanks, everyone. 261. Oh, I came up with another one for Back to the Future. So 282, 88 miles per hour. Let's have a look at this. I'm trying to remember what one it is. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Okay, so one of my favorite numbers is 88 miles per hour. You know, I have the t-shirt. I remember Back to the Future along with all the other Q films. There's a playbook for what's happening. You got the Bluebird Motel in there, and you have to hit 88 miles per hour to time travel. But 88 miles per hour is 282 in numbers, which comes to Tom Numbers and Eric Trump. I did the picture with him with the t-shirt. I've got the photo. But 282 comes to The Return of Princess Diana. 282, 88 miles per hour. 88 miles per hour. And 88, just the 88, plus MPH, comes to Trump SR Senior. It comes to 125, comes to Dark to Light, comes to John Kennedy, comes to time travel, comes to Fifth Avenue, where the Tesla Hotel is. The numbers speak the truth. They definitely do. There you go. Kellyanne Conway, 180 plus Scott Paul, 140. Tom Numbers equals 320. Very good. Thank you, everyone. So, yeah, the return of Princess Diana is 282. Yeah. Return of, the return of Princess Diana is 282, 88 miles per hour. And it says in Back to the Future, Emmett Brown, 148, Donald J. Trump, Simple Geometry, 148. He says, when that clock reaches 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit. You're going to see some serious light. You're going to see some serious healing. God bless everyone. Thanks a lot. Love you lots. Take care.